Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would take you on a tour of my little castle courtyard area that I made to go with the house skin that you can purchase from the shop in game. I didn't really have anywhere that a castle fit in any of my biomes that I have decorated so far. So I thought I was going to redo my plaza anyways. I might as well, I mean my Peaceful Meadow anyways, and my plaza. Both are under construction currently. But in the Peaceful Meadow here, I have put my house with the castle skin and I made a courtyard slash like garden grounds looking area as best I could do with what I have. And I'd love to have put more flowers throughout, but it does, when you put out a lot of flowers, it does go towards your count. And since I'm trying to do all of my biomes, it's hard to keep it under 3,000. So anyways, guys, let's take a look. Of course, we're entering from the plaza, and every single character in my game is now currently here because I was standing here waiting to record. All right, Gopple out of the way. I used my large fountain, the Sorcerer Mickey fountain, as a centerpiece of my courtyard. And I'm not I don't like having a lot of these bushes together like this, just because I think it looks too crowded and redundant, kind of takes away from it. So I tried to break it up some by using these circular flower beds. And I just had different ones with different types of flowers in them. So I just used a hodgepodge of what I had. Ultimately, if I had like a plethora of extra flowers, I probably would have used mostly these right here just because they're pretty. I mean, not, the other ones aren't pretty, but I think it's pretty with this look. Anyways, let's go on the tour here. Hold on. You know what I'll do first, guys? I always forget to. Let me do an overhead of the area for you first. And then I'll take you on the tour. Oh, come on. You have to ignore my plaza is completely barren, except for Scrooge. He's the only one in there. But what I did ultimately is I tried to make like I said, like a courtyard, and I used the golden opal pathway. It's the only place that I use pathway in this particular area. And if you can tell, what I did was I used the plaza hedges to make a smaller rectangle to kind of, make it look like it's a garden, like a castle gardens. Um, and I didn't really want to put too much in here because the middle was so busy that I thought, you know what, this time I'm going to make it grassy, and the only path that I'm really going to have, like I said, is this around the courtyard. Um, and of course, there's the castle that you get the castle skin for your house. So that is my house. It's just has the skin on it. I used these gazebos that I had crafted. I just put 4 of them out for the symmetry of it. And I used the, what are they called? The trees from the Forgotten Lands. And I use them just because I don't have them really anywhere else. And I haven't decorated the Forgotten Lands because of it hasn't been upgraded yet. And I don't really want to do too much in there and then have to worry about stuff being in the way or whatever. And plus with the count, I'll just decorate the areas that I'm currently using. And I really don't use that area except for when I go to mine. So that's okay too. But anyways, this is, yeah, every tree that's in here is from the Forgotten Lands. They are, yeah, they are all the same tree, but you just keep hitting the button until you get the style that you like. So as you see in the back left right there, those are the same tree when you select on them, but you just keep going through with choosing, and it will change the looks of the trees. And I think it is called, what is it called? Let's look together. Yep, frozen twisted dead tree is what that is. And you'll get three different versions of that tree. Um, I only have two of the versions out. One of the versions actually kind of almost resembles like I don't know, almost a cactus isn't the best way to say it, but maybe like a bonsai tree kind of look to it. It's got like the it's mostly trunk and then it has sporadic tufts of leaves on it. I didn't put that out. It's a really cute tree, but I just didn't feel like it worked here in this area. So I have used two of the three types that you can use. Thought I was going to crash there for a second. It paused. It took quite a pause. All right. The only other thing that I had a problem with this build is that I have to use the steps, which is cool on one hand to access the different sides of the courtyard. Only the middle one only accesses this central courtyard. And it was just because of the space issue in order to build what I wanted to build. The fence I used in here is the iron spike fence, the iron and brick or the iron and stone spike fence. I know it's got that crooked look to it, but I like the gray better than I did the brick and iron fence. I just thought it looked prettier with the gray. And I'm also showing you guys with the night setting because I wanted you to see the lights, and I can toggle today while we're in here. I hate this. I hate that the walkway doesn't come up to the steps. It makes me crazy. I wish there was something I could do, something I could place, because it would totally fit a tile in this space. That's why I'm like, but I do think, especially at night too, this you can see how pretty the opal flooring is. I really like that walkway. And it goes all the way around in a circle like you saw. And of course, this is the castle. And I just continued these marble pillars. I use these throughout the area just to kind of give it that regal courtyard look to it. These right here I got in Scrooge's shop, and they are called, I don't know. Let's see, because I just got them. That's what inspired me to go ahead and do this. I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see if it'll tell me. It won't tell me, will it? All right, let me remove it. Sorry, I want to tell you guys what it's called. Oh, of course. Where are you, son of a gun? There, monumental marble vase. Oh, I didn't know I had any in my inventory. I didn't have to move it, did I? But they're cute, so they match. Obviously, they match completely the marble pillars, and I was like, yes. Just put down some flower beds. I used what I had. I have these, a lot of these from when I did it, my original plaza build. I used a ton of these, and so I had them, and I was like, why not? Let's use these instead of making a ton more with all my flowers. Oh, hey, hello, bush. All right, let me take you over here. And the way that I do these paths, it's I'm sure you've seen other people that have maybe shown how to do instruction tutorials and how to do the paths. It's literally like underneath there, it's in step. Looks like almost like a pair of steps. And so I started off at the stairs here, and I came straight forward with the pathing, and went out by one, went out by one, went out by one, and etc. until I had like a curve to it, but of course it's got the jagged edges on it, and that's why everybody uses these bushes or stones or whatever around these circular edges, because if not, it'll look real jagged. And I wish that they had different types of bushes, some that were actually smaller maybe, or something that you could use on the edges that are rounded like this. Um, because I'd like to break it up. Like I said, like, I see people do it and I think it's really pretty. I really do think it's pretty when some of the builds people do with them, but I personally don't like having this many of the same bush. But I thought it worked because it is a courtyard area and it's kind of, all the pomp and circumstance greenery kind of stuff. I'll take you over here to this side first. Sorry, I didn't mean to spin everybody around. I opted not to do any walkways from the steps. The main reason is because of how the angle of the steps is here, and that I have such a narrow area. It would be really difficult for me to try to fit it in and then add stuff to hide the sides of the pathway. And plus it goes kind of with my theme anyways, with the whole, just it's a garden area. I would love to have put some path in, and I thought about it and I tried it a couple of different ways, and I couldn't get anything that I really liked the final product of, but I'll keep trying. If I come up with something good, I'll show you guys. But for right now, grass it is. Here, just continued on with the plaza bushes. And I've got the flower beds, the rectangle flower beds. The problem with all these trees is all the sticks that are constantly laying around. Okay, I'm sorry, let me pick the sticks up. Yeah, you cannot access this from the courtyard. And that's just, like I said, because of space. Not too big a deal. Usually I'm pretty good about making everything accessible somehow, some way. But it was super difficult to do this because of the ponds. I wish we could rearrange the ponds around, because if I could, that would have made it a lot easier to arrange everything else symmetrically, Made it really simple under the gazebos. I just used this pillow. Gosh, I can't remember what anything's called. As soon as I get in here to record, I can't remember anything, what it's called. But this I got at Scrooge's store. And it's basically, lounging pillows. That's what it's called. And it is pretty much what it says. It's just a little fluffy rug with little lounging pillows. I got that about maybe a month ago. And we will go to the other side. And Gothel's just hanging out here, isn't she? Over here, pretty much the same thing. I didn't put a tree down on the end because this is a shorter end and it was shorter and wider on this end. So I put 2 benches. And over here, again, some of the lounging pillows under the gazebo. What else? Back here, I just had no idea what to do with this spare space. And so I kind of lazied it and I just put in, and yes, I did block off. We'll just pretend like there's no entrance here because I want it to be symmetrical. So I blocked off the entrance from the plaza there, but I am going to redo this whole area. I just wanted to see if I could build something to go with the castle, but I'm sure I'll change some of this around. And just put in the elegant clock tower, something I could put in the middle. I started to put flooring here and then decided that it looked weird because there was so much grass everywhere else. It kind of looked offset and I didn't have enough space to really make it too detailed over here. And under this gazebo, I have the picnic blanket. Looks cute. like it. I think it's really pretty. All right, let's get out of here. These sticks are everywhere. And this part let me go this way, I won't make it around there. This part over here, I have to actually go back through the empty plaza to get to. Oh, hello, Merlin. There's actually on the other side over here. Yes, I tore down my whole plaza. The only thing in here is Scrooge and Woody's Carousel. My plan is when we get the update, and supposedly it's supposed to be um, Disney themed, Disney park themed. So I'm hoping that it is going to be, and I can put in like I don't know. When I see it, I'll decide what I'm going to do. But the idea is that I'll make this area up here like a town square, but also amusement parky, I guess is the best way to put that. And this is coming in behind the castle. This is where I have put my well. Pretty simple on this one. Just did some marble pillars, some very minimal walkway path. That was a mouthful. And over here is what I thought about doing over the whole grassy area in the courtyard. But the amount of flowers that I would need to do that was pretty large. And I didn't want to waste that many flowers. And I also didn't want to waste that much space to put those flowers out. So this is the amount of flowers that would be normally in this biome. And I just kind of took them all and put them over here. Over here is Goofy Stall. I did a this is the simplest Goofy Stall that I have in the entire, on my entire island here. And I literally just put a little bit of pathway, some of the lattice fence, and the stall. Again, with some of the flowers. This is really cute. I love this. I took the stage, and behind the stage, I have put the, why can't I remember what anything's called? The one that Stitch gives you, the city bill, the city model. And I just put that behind here to look like props. And behind that, I put the 2 prop trees that you get with the stage in that little box that you get. I think also the fox comes with it, or maybe the raccoon, or maybe the foxy and the raccoon. I can't remember. But I made a lot of these too, because you get the recipes also when you do the Olaf quest. Really easy to do over here. Just a handful of chairs. Just set them out like there's an audience. Earlier when I first built this, it was really cute. Like 6 of them came out here and were sitting like they're going to watch a show. I wish I'd have gotten a picture or something because they haven't done it since. But when I first built the stage, literally, I'm not even kidding, like 6 characters came and sat down randomly in here and it looked so cute. And then I hid a radio behind somewhere around here. I'm sure you hear it. But I just stuck it back there so that we would have some music. And on the sides here to keep it from being so see-through, I didn't mind the back so much because when you're standing farther back, it looks like mountains in the background of the... But I just took some of the indoor fountains and I put them to the sides. That way it kind of keeps it so you can't see, with the area around it. So it looks more enclosed. And also like it is right now at night. Of course, it's going to start raining. Every time I record here lately, it starts raining. It also gives it a glow. But anyways, I think it's cute. These right down here are just red carpets. Again, I put some marble pillars just to go with the theme. I use the willow trees just because they're big and fluffy, and we're getting ready to go into the glade anyway. So I was like, you know what? Instead of using the Forgotten Lands trees, I'll use willow trees so they match, like we're transitioning into another area. Not too bad. The back of the castle's not ugly, so it's not too terrible. There's, of course, access to the glade. I just did a simple path. If they take that item limit away, I will definitely do more decorating with stones. Pebbles are really pretty on the edges, but of course it will jump your item count way up if you line it. But if you have some area like I did with my courtyard, that's just one specific area, it looks really pretty. And you just take the pebbles that you collect at the beach. You can even do it with stones too. The stones that you collect or rocks that you collect, and set them on the edges of pathways. The pebbles looks really cute. I think it's a really cute look. But like I said, it's so many. It can't store so many items that it's like, ugh. Again, I just kind of plunked in the elegant clock tower, gazebo, clock tower, gazebo, and another picnic area. I just kind of kept it simple. I didn't want to do something too massively, you know, too intense because we have that busy center. But I like it. You know, I like the way that I did that with the fencing. It almost gives it, especially from the other side with the two palms beside it, almost gives it that drawbridge kind of look to it, which is what I was trying to go for. So I can see you guys. But that's it. Just a basic, simple idea of what you could do around your castle area. Like I said, I'll probably change it because I really like having my house as the cottage. But I was kind of like, you know what, I used my moonstones to get the castle, of course, and I didn't really have a place to put it. And I was like, well, let's see what we can do about making it look like it fits somewhere. Another thing too is if you have a spot where you have your castle, the hedge, oh gosh, the hedge fence, not fence, the hedge, what are they called? Golly jeebies, I can't ever remember anything once I get in here when my brain empties. Topiary square. If you have topiary squares, which is what my original idea was to do, was to have this in the middle and then have like 4 topiary squares out. But I just, the spacing of it, because of these ponds, I couldn't get it the way that I wanted it. If I could move the ponds, that would have been glorious. Like I would have moved this pond just up here and then put the topiary, you know, move this towards the center and then done topiary, because I can't live my life without the symmetry. It would make me crazy. But yeah, guys, that's it. That is just an idea I thought I would give you. You could try or take some parts of for your castles. And you guys help me out and help my channel grow if you like and subscribe. And please comment below and let me know what you think and what you plan to do with your castle. And I would love to hear from you. I hope everybody has a really fantastic day. And I appreciate you being here. Take care.